I really enjoyed the movie, guys. Yeah, this was really fun. And obviously, I know there was a nod to my favorite all-time movie, Bullet, Steve McQueen's Bullet.
Hello, the best.
A lot of inspiration from 60s and 70s car movies. Absolutely. What was some of the stuff that you guys were pulling from and sort of inspired you with the stunts and some of the stuff in the movie?
Well, I think one of the, a lot of those movies, Bullet and French Connection, Vanishing Point, Smoking the Bandit, Blues Brothers, Hooper, Cannonball Run. These movies are great because they did it all for real. So for us, it was like there's a lot of homage and Easter eggs throughout the whole movie for the car buffs that love those movies, and there are things sometimes hard to find. It was really, I think it'd be fun because you watch those movies and you're still so thoroughly entertained.
What's a hard to find one that maybe I didn't notice? Maybe you put it in there, Lance. Homage to another film.
I know one that I mentioned was, what was it? Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit's there's a good one in there with Smokey that is our nod to Bert and the Trans Am.
Okay.
Which is a little fun 2 seconds of fun through the movie. But yeah, I mean, American Graffiti representations in the movie. There's just a lot of those. Thelma and Louise, that was another fun, great car movie.
That's a great car movie.
Yeah.
How did your history as a stunt performer help you directing this film, and how did that help you working with him as a director on this movie?
Well, like being a stuntman my whole life until I was 35 was really, I think, extremely influential in my directing style because I've always wanted to show the audiences what it's like to see the things that I've been lucky enough to see from my perspective. So I'm always coming up with those angles that I think are unique only because I've seen it. And I want the audience to experience it. And so that usually puts strain on Lance because I'm wanting to put the camera and things in places that normally aren't done. And it makes him have to get a little more crafty on how to keep it safe.
Can you talk about the grasshopper? Because that's one of the great stunts in the movie.
Absolutely. No, the grasshopper was just a great moment in the filmmaking experience on the movie. Where this fool over here is like, hey, I got this
crazy ideas.
He's
a reality checker.
I got a great idea. We're going to take this car. This is where he's going to get away from the cops because, there's only one way out of here. We're going to jump this car, across this. I'm like, across what? Into where? Into that? And they're into this small little park area, and it's 170 feet, and I'm like, well, I know we can do it. I mean, our parents did it together. Our fathers did it together when we were kids. I go, so yeah, we can do this, and so we just, through experiences of other jumps that we've done and the math that we put into it, and then we, kind of put it all together and figured out that, okay, 73 miles an hour is the speed that we have to do. To make that and hit 170 feet, we couldn't go 180 and we couldn't go 160 because our
and
landing
go about
zone,
20 feet up in the air over 4 lanes of traffic. It's easy day.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, great.
It looks awesome. Last thing I want to ask you about was directing Michael Keaton. What was that like?
Oh, Michael Keaton. Let's talk about Michael Keaton because he's done some of the best characters in cinema of all time, right? And I was so excited he wanted to play the Monarch because it's the Keaton we've always been waiting for, man. We still loved him in Beetlejuice, and some of his Batman work, and it was like, he's back. And he comes back with a vengeance in this movie with that kind of character, and I think the audiences are just so enthralled and so excited that he's come back to this crazy, zany guy that he really is so incredible with.
Yeah, he's awesome. Hey, it was great talking to you guys. Thank you so much. Man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you too.